This is Fox 19 now.
Okay, so thousands of us protect our homes by buying service contracts with pest control companies.
Absolutely, all of us do, don't we? Now a Fox 19 investigation shows some of those contracts may not protect us after all. Hagit Lamore joins us with this exclusive investigation.
That's right. So take a look, Scott and Tricia, at this floorboard. It looks good on this side, right? You'd walk on it.
Yeah.
But now take a look at what happens when I turn it over.
Wow.
It is eaten up with termites. I mean, just take a look. It's done. This is the kind of damage one local woman paid a pest control company 24 years to avoid. What happened to her could impact hundreds in Ohio and thousands across the country.
Mary Ellen Boutte loved her tree-lined street with its manicured lawns and well-kept homes. She proudly posed on the porch with her daughter and doted on her grandchildren inside. In 1989, Boutte signed this termite protection plan after Terminix inspectors found an infestation in the basement. She paid $790 to treat the problem and agreed to an annual renewal for 24 years.
She just trusted that they were doing their job.
Boutte's daughter, Tina Yelkin, inherited the house when her mom passed away last year. Only when she tried to sell it did she find out what was really going on beneath the carpets and in the walls of what had been her mother's haven.
That's pretty amazing.
Eric Scherzinger is a termite expert.
You can tell that the problem didn't happen overnight.
We asked Scherzinger to walk through Boutte's home.
You can see it's running along here. There's other damage right here. They've eaten through this beam. They were here for quite a while if you're seeing this type of damage.
We were shocked. My mom sacrificed to be able to pay for this. She just didn't have a lot of money, and they didn't do what they promised.
The worst part is that they sent representative after representative out, making promises and reassurances, don't worry, everything's okay.
Former Ohio Attorney General Mark Dan represents Tina Yelkin.
We don't think this is a one-off situation, but we think that there are literally hundreds of other homeowners in Ohio who may be affected.
Dan says the problem centers on the chemical Terminix sprayed Pryphon. A high-level Terminix employee admitted in this deposition in Arkansas that Terminix knew Pryphon was ineffective within 2 or 3 years of 1989, but the company didn't go back to retreat all the homes it had sprayed with the chemical. And in this case, the state investigated and concluded at least 4 Terminix inspectors issued inaccurate and misleading reports that stated no signs of termite activity despite new damage. This appears to have been a pattern by company employees in an effort to minimize the company's responsibility to fulfill contractual agreements, the state concluded. Perhaps most telling, the state inspector says a Terminix technical specialist told him someone dropped the ball in handling the Boutte property.
I came here to talk about a lawsuit by the estate of Mary Ellen Boutte.
Can't talk about anything.
No one at the Fairfield Terminix would answer our questions, and corporate representatives in Memphis refused our requests for an interview. Instead, they emailed a statement. Because the matter is in litigation and involves an individual's home, it wouldn't be appropriate for us to comment on the specific facts of this situation. But the statement doesn't address the questions we had about national implications.
And people don't know because they can't see what's going on under the floorboards of their house.
The house on Old Wick Drive sits empty. 2 sales have fallen through because of fears over what else lies deep inside what Mary Ellen Boutte once called home.
If she knew what was going on now, she would be devastated.
All right, Hagit, so Trish and I are homeowners. We're nervous watching this story. What can we do so that this doesn't happen to us?
Well, I mean, none of us are chemical experts, so finding out that you could ask what kind of chemical they're spraying and try to note that. But perhaps one of the best ideas is to get someone from another company than the one that you're using to come and inspect your house, somebody who doesn't have any skin in the game, periodically to come in and make sure that you really are pest-free, because this is a big deal. Now, we have a lot more information on our website about this.
All right, sounds good. And Fox 19 Now is hosting a web chat to answer all of your questions. Scherzinger Pest Control President Hank Althouse will take your questions from 11:30 until 12:30 tomorrow.